Halo para perketek, selamat siang. Welcome menonton langsung maupun nonton di play. Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan game Crimes and Punishment Sherlock Holmes. Ini adalah stream terakhir di tahun 2023 ini, karena setelah ini gue akan liburan bersama keluarga di akhir tahun ini ya guys ya. Oke, langsung aja ya, tanpa basa-basi kita langsung ke gamenya aja. Let's go. Oke, maaf kalau gue tidak bisa menemani kalian di akhir tahun ini ya guys ya. Jadi suaranya. Semuanya ya, continue. Oke, kita harus kesini lagi. Oke, kita harus cari tempat baru ya. Ini semua ada gudang. Nah, Baker Street. Oh, kita memang harus ke Baker Street coy. Apa nih?
Someone should take Toby for a walk. Someone should take Toby for a walk.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts. My analysis table, it is useful for my work. My archive, I can This is where I keep my post. My archive. A map of London and the surrounding area.
Someone should take Toby for a walk.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Maksudnya apa sih anjay? kan benar lanjutkan ini.
Search, Toby.
Benar. Paling gue tahu bakal kemana nih. Ke gudang ini. Enggak deh anjir. Iya deh. Iya. Kan ke gudang kan.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Mana sini? Tuh, balik lagi dong. Ini anjingnya kaku banget. Kocak. Apa sih anjir? Oh, ada jalan lagi tuh.
Brave Toby, the...
Sini. Oh iya, ini jalan lagi nih. Sini. Nah. Terus aku udah menggugahnya ya.
The scent
Menduga apa
leads
sih?
to the well.
Ngomong apa sih?
I should check it.
Oh, dia kabur coy lewat tembok sini.
The intruder's trail is lost
Good
behind
boys.
this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Oke, katanya garden ya.
Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved.
Wah,
This
ada
hook
cantolan coy.
might be useful. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Oke. Terus dia kesini kan dia ke sumur.
there's something glittering at the bottom there.
Diumpetin di
But
situ,
how can
Bang.
I reach it?
Oke.
Silverware. This is
Silverware.
hardly a coincidence.
Konsiden. Garpu lah tuh.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware.
Garpu buat apa? Ya, habis itu dia kesini.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Ini I don't think ini nggak ini ya, nggak ngaruh. Oke, silver one. Lah ada dong. Oh nggak, kita harus nanya dulu coy. Belum kelar, sabar lo. Kita jangan gegabah ya.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Masa gue dekat penyihir anjir. Oh, what the hell amat ya. Harusnya udah kelar. Ya betul. Nyambung apa sih? Lah. Tar dulu, sabar ini loh. Oh shit. Gila. Ya oke. Sepertinya si Randall ya. saling berhubungan cuma nggak ada konklusinya. Ya, ini seperti konklusinya emang ini doang satu. Ini simple sih. Ini kasus simple sih ini.
Well, Inspector, this
Konklusinya
case
cuma
proved
satu
to be a
aja.
simple
Ya udah
one
emang
after
itu.
all.
You think it's the Randall gang, then?
Yes,
I'll put my men on it straight away.
I'll leave that to you,
Ini
Inspector.
Randall, coy.
After all, you have handled this matter quite brilliantly.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. I do appreciate it.
Ya, sip lah. Pede aja, pede coy. Seperti biasa yang muter-muter, padahal gue pengen tahu persenan gue berapa gitu. Selalu aja muter-muter. Jadi biasanya ada short scene.
Holmes, for heaven's sake, whatever's going on?
Oh, hello, Watson. You're early. Did you kill all of your patients?
What? Holmes, where have all these wretched bees come from?
I increased the temperature of the room so as to prevent them from hibernating. I needed to take a sample of honey. But it worked, Watson. We will have honey all year round.
Ridiculous and dangerous.
They're domestic bees, Apis mellifera, such industrious workers. Anyway, Watson, I am sorry, but I must leave you. I'm in rather a hurry.
You have a new case?
Yes, but nothing as thrilling as this experiment. A theft of plants at the Royal Botanic Gardens in Kew.
Seharusnya yang
I'm helping a
diundang
minister
si-
who's an old friend of mine. You can join me if you like.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here with these workers of yours. Besides, you'll need a helping hand with the flowers you're intending to bring back.
Watson, however did you guess?
For the great Sherlock Holmes to bother with the theft of plants. Come on, admit that you're planning to spoil your little bees with some rare pollens.
Since when did I become so transparent? Let us go.
Oke. Sebentar. Garpu dapat achievement garpu. Oh ya, ini yang stolen. Oke. Ini lumayan simpel juga sih.
Well, I'll admit that I'd far rather accompany you than remain alone here.
Langsung ke mapnya nggak sih? Gila coy.
Well, Holmes, here we are at the Royal Botanic Gardens. There's
Tentang
no
apa ya?
doubt that this place
Tentang
is
ini pembunuhan
beautiful.
juga dah.
But are you really intent on investigating the theft of the plants?
Yes, of course.
Oke.
Don't touch anything else, is that clear? Just go and get a bucket of fertilizer. And without turning it over this time. Good day to you, gentlemen. How may I help you? If you are here for a visit, please do come back on Sunday.
I am afraid that it cannot wait. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson. We are investigating the theft of plants that took place here 5 days ago. A remarkable collection, I believe.
So you're the one in charge, eh?
A small favor for a friend. Now, to whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
I am Martin Hamish. I am the Deputy Director of Kew Gardens. And that fellow yonder is Albert. He works here.
I am delighted to meet you. What can you tell us about the plants?
They were rare and exceptional plants. We presented them at our last exhibition. We haven't removed the stand yet. It is still in the large glass house. We only learned of their disappearance the evening after the exhibition, and nobody saw anything.
No doors were forced?
No, but I would imagine that for a thief it would be fairly easy to gain entry, for there are no guards here.
Well, if you don't mind, we will take a look. Now, you say that it is in the large glass house.
Yes, the one just behind me. Just a second, since Albert has nothing else to do.
Kasus.
Albert, show these gentlemen where the exhibition was held.
How many people
Judulnya
work
juga
here?
Crimes and Punishment.
Only
gimana,
myself.
teman?
But occasionally 2 students, Albert, whom you have met, and Miss White.
Miss White.
Here it is. This is the place where the stolen plants
Oh,
were
main
exhibited.
panjang ya scene-nya.
Thank you. Is there something the matter?
Yes, there is. All right, the plants were valuable and rare, but it seems to me that the tragedy that took place here only 2 days ago has been entirely forgotten already.
What tragedy are you referring to?
The director of Kew Gardens, Mr. Montague Dunn, he died here just 2 days ago.
We're very sorry. We were not aware. The two of you were good friends?
He was my father.
Oh dear. Our condolences. We should not be troubling you. Please do excuse us for the intrusion.
You say that he died here, in the large glass house.
Holmes?
Yes, just here, near the door to the colonial collection. He suffered a heart attack. Just like that. So suddenly.
Wow.
It was terrible.
Kayaknya bakal
Excuse me,
kasus
gentlemen,
panjang, lupa
but I cannot
sih.
remain here. If you need me, I'll be in the reserve. That's the room next to the front of the large greenhouse.
Of course, we understand.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Yeah. Examine the place where. Ini mapnya luas lagi nih.
What
benci
should we
banget
do
sama
next,
map yang luas.
Do not touch.
Here is a list of the stolen plants.
Kita cari semua buktinya, guys.
These trees, with their roots in water, must originate from...
Ah,
Soil. It should have come from a flower pot. The soil on the side of this flower shelf is the same as that on the ground. Fragments of a
broken
flower
pot.
pot. It fell down here. The traces are thinner in some places. These boot marks are fresh.
Okay.
It appears as though someone was dragging their feet. The footprints reveal that someone staggered here.
Panjang
The
banget.
door was smashed at shoulder height.
Ya ini ribet nih.
This door handle is new. It was recently changed. The esconson was breached near the handle. The door was forced from the inside of the Colonial Collection Room. The handle was changed afterwards.
I think we need to inspect the Colonial Collection Room.
This pot was broken fairly recently. A flower pot recently fell down from these shelves
Oke.
and was
Ini sepeda
misplaced.
ketinggalan ya. Oke. Oke, kita sudah nyari berkas. Tapi sebelum itu kita cek dulu yang lain. Awas nggak lu?
This sign is broken. Something heavy was dropped upon it.
Oke.
The plants were here. All of them was stolen.
Oke. Sepertinya di
Very strange. Half of the colonial collection is absent. The smell is strong. It is a detergent.
stolen chip.
This broken fragment was the result of a heavy blow. A fragment of marble, most likely chipped from a statue or sculpture. These windows were perfectly cleaned. Part of this greenhouse was emptied and thoroughly cleaned.
Oke, legit ya.
These plants come from all the territories of the British Empire.
Oke.
This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Itu doang.
According to this, they have light and moisture control in some parts of the building.
Oke, sini dulu.
According to this, they have light and moisture
ya.
control in some parts. Dry tropics.
Sebentar. Awas pacuan.
Water lily greenhouse.
Ngalangin terus.
According to this,
Oh, sama aja.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Sabar dulu.
What should we do next?
Lu babi. Clean hand.
Do you work here?
Yes, but part-time only, for I'm also studying botany at the University of London.
You're following in your father's footsteps, then. That is commendable.
Well, even if botany is not my strongest suit, there are people who say that I could be a good manager.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Udah gitu doang.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room. Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Oke. Lagi detik kanan. Garden hands. Unmarried, okay.
Albert told us about the tragic death of Mr. Dunn, the late director of Kew Gardens.
Tragic indeed. His heart attack was quite unexpected.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Colonial Collection. Director's Office, Cloakroom and Laboratory. Palm House. Water Lily
Banyak
Greenhouse.
banget lagi mapnya.
Dry Tropics. Nursery. Seed House. Ventilation System.
Bisa deh belum nih.
A map of Kew Gardens. Reserve.
Ah,
Locked. Locked.
looks. Hand. Kunci.
Locked.
Oke, berarti ntar lo ya.
Nursery. Locked.
What?
Locked.
Look. Ini kayak tempat wisata nggak sih?
Locked. Locked. Nursery. Locked. Seed house. Locked.
Oke.
There is a smell of burning.
Oke, ininya Mr. Holmesnya ngarahin kita ke sini ya.
Seed house. Locked. A water tank. A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
Oke, objek interest ya. Berarti kita seharusnya nanti kesini lagi. Kan pot nih.
The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Jelasnya gitu. Oke.
A protective mask. Someone set it alight, but it did not burn. The plants were set alight fairly recently. Some have not completely burned. A door handle? Why would anyone throw such a thing in the fire? The door handle to the colonial collection and that of the fireplace are made of the same material.
Gagal pintu anjir.
A broom handle was half burned. The remains of a picture frame.
Yeah.
Dry tropics.
Ini kita balik lagi ke tempat awal. Ya betul. Street buat ini berkas ya guys ya. Dari berkas.
This is where I keep my post. Ya stolen. That is.
Newspaper ini mana? Oke, satu dah. Oke.
That is. That is not the one I need. That.
Kayaknya sih nggak ada di newspaper ya.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not the one I need.
Wah, PR.
That is. That is not. That is not. That is.
Wah, spam
That
nih,
is-
anjir.
That is not the one. That is. That is not. That is not. That is not the one. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I. That is not the one. That is not. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is not the one. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I. That is not the one. That is not the one I. That is not. That is not the one I need. The one I need. That is not 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 the one I need. That is not
Mana
the
sih?
one I. That is not the one I need. 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 That is. That. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. Here it is.
Buset dah, susah amat nyarinya dah.
That is not the one I need. 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 That is not the one. That is. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is. That. That. That is not. 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 That is not the one.
Nggak ada
That is
tahunnya
not the
apa
one.
tanggalnya.
That is not the one. That is not the one. That is not. 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 That is not the one I. That is not. That is not. That is not the. That is not the one.
Apakah di research?
That is not the one. That is not the. That is not the. That is not the. That is not. That is not the. That is not the. That is not the one I need. That is not the. That is not the. That is not the. That is not the. That is not. That is not the. That is not the. That is not. That is not the. That is not. That is not the one.
Wah,
That is not the one. That is not the one I. That is not the one. That is not the. Here it is. The Divine Syndicate is not a supplier to Kew Gardens. Besides, there is no address here.
Gue mau gue spam aja bodo amat.
My
Kita harus ke mayatnya kayak ini. Ngapain?
Are you aware of the Divine Syndicate?
The Divine what? Is this a joke?
No, I am quite serious.
What a ridiculous name. Anyway, I have never heard of this syndicate.
Would you unlock the doors for us?
Do you expect to find the stolen plants there? I am sorry, but those rooms are private.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue our investigation.
Gue butuh kunci coy.
Locked.
Kita dari sini lagi dah. Gue tanya dulu, gue butuh kunci coy.
Tell me, have you ever heard of the Divine Syndicate?
No, I cannot say that I have.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Excuse me.
What should we do next, Holmes?
A task list for Albert, compiled by Martin Hamish. Sweep out the palm house, scrub the toilets, clean the storage shed tools.
Okay. Ada. Apalagi kita coy, waduh. PR ini mah.
according to this, water lily.
Apa tadinya mencurigakan? Monyetnya di mana? Kocak kali. Monyet di mana? Coba.
These flower pots are beautiful. They are intended to be used for exhibition purposes. The symbol is not from Kew Gardens.
Oke, gue udah hafal map nih.
A ventilation system. Locked. Locked. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is. That is not. That is. That is not the one I need. That is not. That is not. That is not. Here it is.
Okay, nice.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Careful doang, nggak ngasih apa-apa tuh aneh.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Oh, lu tau, awas anjing, awas jing, anjing. Ini ada map yang hilang ini. Berarti kita pakai stiker straight.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful. A map of
Ini kayak ada map yang hilang gitu loh seharusnya. Aku butuh translate biar jelas. Oke. Di mana? Kan butuh kunci. Oke. Kita disuruh cari tanaman dan juga disuruh cari mayat. Oke. Bentar. Oke, pelan-pelan aja.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Gue takutnya di sini ada hubungannya nih. Pelan-pelan makanya. Oke, nggak bisa ya.
locked.
Office door.
Locked.
Oke, ini lock.
Locked.
Ini mesti di lock. Oke. Kita mulai dari sini lagi ya.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Farmhouse.
Apakah gua ada yang tuh lewat? Maksudnya enggak juga.
According to this, they have light.
Gue udah gituin dah. Ini gue udah ini banget sih, udah teliti banget sih nih gue. Kalau sampai gak ketemu gue heran sih. Nah gue udah sampai sini lagi. Apa ya yang salah?
A ventilation system. It should regulate the temperature of the staff buildings.
Iya.
Locked.
Wah pusing sih.
What should we do next?
Lu mending mati ya soal NPC tol gitu. Fucking annoying bro.
Locked. Locked.
What? Apa yang kurang coy?
Just be careful with the plants during...
Gila gue agak stuck sih di sini.
A map of London and the surrounding area. It could be useful. Oh dear, Toby. I wasn't aware that you were Watson's new literary agent. Oh dear, Toby.
Apa maksudnya dia menaruh?
Someone should take Toby for a walk. Have you found something interesting? Someone should take... Have you found something interesting?
Kenapa dia membantu cewek itu coy?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. My archive. I can always consult with it. My archive. I can always consult with... This is where I keep my post. My archive.
Nah ini pendengar pas itu kasusnya itu yang di tempat sauna di bawah dia coy. Gue udah pusing banget sih, sumpah. Apa sih anjing? Apa sih? Lu udah teliti banget loh padahal.
Locked.
Gue cek lagi dah.
Locked. Locked.
Orang lock semua anjir.
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
What the hell? Udah berapa kali gue muter-muter.
Water lily green. According to this, they have light and
Apakah gue ada yang kelewat? Oh, belum selesai ya?
it wasn't like that.
Terbalik.
No.
Ah.
No, it wasn't like that.
Susah banget ngepasinya.
No, it wasn't like that.
Dua doang ini. Sama. Susah pas ya.
No, it wasn't like that.
Mau lu apa, babi?
No, it wasn't like that.
Wah, gue nyerah. Sumpah gak jelas, cok. Sebentar guys.
No, it wasn't like that.
Dih. Mau lu apa ya, Pak? Masih ada lagi seharusnya. Wah. Jatuh, ngapa lu jatuh? Buset, nggak mau jatuh anjir. Jatuh woi. What the hell? Seharusnya pas coy. Wah, konyol dah. Anjing. Mau nangis. Jatuh lu, bujang.
No, it wasn't like that.
Emang not even banget. Bisa minggir dong anjing. Ngalangin lagi tuh NPC tolol. Ini justru malah ini ya, malah cepet sini. Ih, kok bisa sih anjing? Ngebug kah? Tolong cok, nggak bisa pas guanya. Salah kan? Gue rasa pintunya yang salah dah. Sumpah susah banget demi apapun, anjir. Nyari ininya dah. Sampai belepotan ngomongnya tuh. Ya terus, cok.
Blood. Someone fell violently against this sign, and they were injured in the clash. Most likely a head wound. All the clues around here are quite suspicious. I need my imagination to make sense of it all.
Membuang waktu gue, coy. Bener kan yang lewat anjir guanya.
This reconstruction reveals a disturbing fact. Montague Dunn damaged the door of the Colonial Collection Room.
He was in a panic, or the door was locked? Was it an accident, or a murder then, I wonder?
Anjir. Stolen plan. Ini lagi. Masih ada ini. Oh. Ini. Sebentar. Scotland Yard. Tadi tuh gue nggak nge-stuck gitu. Nge-stuck tuh bingungin banget, coy. Sumpil lah.
I asked Inspector Lestrade to take Montague Dunn's body to Scotland Yard.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Autopsy, okay.
It's ready for autopsy then.
Mr. Holmes?
A very good day to you, my friend.
I'm sorry, sir, but the inspector's absent at the moment. Mr. Holmes?
A beautiful feather pen of a good make.
Ini baru enak. Ada jelas tuh misinya. Kalau nggak stuck buset.
This watch
Pusing
is of
malah,
great
coy.
value.
Oke,
A
Mr.
membership card
Menangani.
for the London Crest Club.
Ya kita mau autopsi ya katanya.
Locked. First of all, let us carry out an external examination. There are no suspicious marks upon the
Okay.
chest. Let us finish our external examination so that we can proceed with the autopsy. The vessels and the pupil of the eye appear quite normal.
Serem juga kalau diliatin anjay.
The air from the lungs carries a faint floral aroma.
Oke.
There is an injury to the skull, most probably caused by the fall in the water lily greenhouse. No redness, stings, or bruises. Nothing suspicious here.
Sebelah kanan ya.
Now, let us examine the internal organs.
Internal, oh my god. Ini bahaya sih.
The heart's blood vessels show no pathological signs. The heart tissue shows no
Pakai
visible
mainan aja.
pathological signs. The lungs are congested and edematous.
Oke, pasti.
The tissue on
Damage
the
area,
inferior
oh.
lobe of the right lung is
Shit,
damaged,
man.
most probably caused by toxins from an unknown plant.
Stomachs.
The stomach tissues show no visible pathological signs.
Oh, ini.
There is a small amount of content. It appears that he breakfasted lightly, only a short while before his death.
Liver hati.
The liver is enlarged. It would seem that he was suffering from an alcohol addiction.
That was suffering.
The liver tissue is brown. There are no visible pathological signs.
Oke.
My suspicions have been substantiated. Montague Dunn, the director of Kew Gardens, died from poisoning. Plant poisoning, to be more exact.
You mean
Yes, it is murder.
we should inform Lestrade?
Yes, but do remember, Watson, that I discovered the murder. The challenge is mine.
The challenge, Holmes?
We need to locate that deadly plant. Such a perfect murder appeals to me.
Murder of any kind appeals to you. Is that all we need to do?
No, we also have the people working at Kew Gardens. Martin Hamish and the son of the victim, Albert Dunn.
And also Miss White, of whom we spoke with Mr. Hamish. Should we bring them all here for interrogation?
No, a few innocuous questions at Kew will suffice. as well as a discreet delve into their personal affairs. Yes, Watson, it is time now to open the doors.
Even those in the staff building. I suppose that is necessary.
We should also be concerned with the victim himself. After all, we don't know very much about Montague Dunn.
You're enjoying this already, aren't you?
More than a little.
Udah selesai autopsinya. Oke.
Locked.
Udah ada
Locked.
suspennya.
Locked.
Nah kan belum coy. Nah, baru kesini baru ke staffnya coy. What?
Thank you, Mr. Hamish.
Banyak
We shall
banget.
continue our investigation. Locked. Locked. Locked.
Ya udah kok tanya staffnya aja.
Mr. Hamish, can you explain to us what happened to the colonial collection? It seems somewhat depleted.
But, most likely maintenance work, tidying up.
You're not sure, then? But you're the deputy director.
Well, I am busy. I cannot be everywhere at once.
As
Relationship.
deputy director, how is your relationship with Montague Dunn?
To be honest with you, Mr. Holmes, it could have been better. You see, every Tuesday he would carry out his inspection of the gardens, but it was solely to make an impression, great pretense that he cared at all. He would give out absurd orders, ignoring anyone else's opinion. He would then disappear for the rest of the week. He was what some might call a man of action. I'd say rather he was overzealous and chaotic. So after all, it was no wonder, perhaps, that he ended up like that, if you take into consideration his kind of lifestyle.
Okay.
You mentioned that Mr. Dunn led a particular lifestyle.
Well, it's no secret that he enjoyed, celebrating, shall we say? He was a member of the London Smart Set. He was famous for it. That
And
he had an eye for the ladies, to put it mildly, Mr. Holmes.
Nah, ladies tadi katanya.
Mr. Hamish, can you tell us who holds the keys to the locked greenhouses?
That would be Albert, Mr. Dunn's son. Yes, Albert keeps all the keys, and one can only imagine why.
What do you mean?
Well, he was never interested in Kew Gardens before, and now all of a sudden he is trying to act as if he owns the place. I think he wants to take over the management here. He'd do better to leave that to me. He has no experience. No, none at all.
What is your opinion of Albert as a student of botany?
He's useless. I often tell him so, and I can only give him cleaning tasks. Botany is not his life's work,
Dengarnya ya
and his
alibi
father
yang
well
lebih
knew
mereka
it.
ya.
He was furious about it.
He was?
Oh, yes. He forced his son to work here, and he never missed an opportunity to criticize him publicly.
Are you able to elaborate on that?
Well, for example, with our last exhibition here, Mr. Dunn had Albert make a presentation speech. But then, while the lad was speaking, Mr. Dunn interrupted him, asking him difficult questions, making him look like a failure. It was with the intention of making a fool of him, Mr. Holmes.
That must have been terribly humiliating.
Yes, he was crushed, and he had to leave. Everybody was making fun of poor Albert. That is, except for Miss Margaret White, who is such a nice lady and who always takes pity on Albert.
Banyak sekali.
You mentioned a Miss White. Would you tell us more about her?
She is a student who works here part-time. She is quite charming indeed. She possesses a great talent for botany. You should take a look at some of her experiments that she carried out in the laboratory. Ah, if only she were not so naive.
Why naive?
The way she used to flutter around Mr. Montague Dunn. And he couldn't help but be flattered by all her attention. How could an intelligent woman such as Miss White not see through his game? I can only scratch my head and wonder.
Okay.
Tell me, Mr. Hamish, do you grow the more deadly variety of plant here?
You mean insectivorous? Yes, but nothing larger than that.
Thank you, Mr. Hamish. We shall continue.
What?
Just be careful with the plants during your inspection.
Kita belum menanyakan satu lagi. Satu orang lagi, coy.
Who is Miss Margaret White?
Ah, she is the young lady who studies with me. She visits here sometimes to help out with the greenhouses. In fact, she should be here today. She wanted to work at the seed house. That's the small greenhouse across
Kalau
from the
nggak salah
large
kita
glass
ketemu
house.
ceweknya di kebun bunga dah.
We noticed that a part of the colonial collection has been cleared.
Ah, at the moment I'm just dealing with the storage room. I don't know much about the other rooms.
I imagine that your relationship with
kelihatan
your
gugup
father
gitu ya?
may have been a
Jadi sama yang
strained
tadi.
one.
Yes, I
Mencurigakan.
cannot say that he was a kind man, for he never listened to me at all. He forced me to work here. But now, after his death, I've been pondering it over. Perhaps he wasn't so wrong about me after all. I have to follow his path, and I have to manage Kew Gardens, and I can do it. I can be as good as any other who works here.
Would you please tell us about Martin Hamish, the deputy director?
Well, I have to tell you that Mr. Hamish is not and has never been the deputy director of Kew Gardens. My father would not have tolerated it.
Indeed? That is most interesting. He told us that he was.
Yes, because he believes that the management should be passed down to him now that my father is dead. But in actual fact, Mr. Hamish only has the honour of being the garden's longest-serving employee. In fact, if we are to think logically at all, it should be me who takes over the management of Kew Gardens.
Do you not have a good relationship with Mr. Hamish?
I suppose so. But we have very little in common. Mr. Hamish loves his plants and Kew Gardens, and I cannot say that I share his passion.
I see. And how was his relationship with your father?
Oh, he hated my father. It was obvious. He would be furious whenever my father boasted of Kew Gardens in the newspapers or at conferences.
Panjang banget,
He was
coy.
convinced that my father was stealing all of the credit for himself. But my father treated Mr. Hamish in the same way as he treated anyone. Dismissively. With indifference.
Do you hold the keys to all of these locked doors?
Yes, you can have them. But I cannot give you the keys to the cloakroom. The employees' effects are private. I am sure you understand.
Thank you, young man. We shall see you again soon.
Oke. Nice. Nice. ini ya. Nggak ada cabang.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Excuse me, but I have to tidy up this room.
Oke, kita dapat kunci ya. Kita dapat akses.
Locked. Newspapers discussing Kew Gardens.
Apa ya? Oh ini astaga. Oke. Pengen nutup tadi. Sini enggak. Wah, tidak semua coy. ET sama ET kan. Prosesnya apa ya? Skip aja mau waktu. Skip. Maksudnya apa sih, nggak ngerti gua. Dah ya. Langsung aja, bodo amat, nggak peduli gua.
I suggest that we don't tell Miss Margaret White about this document.
What should we do next, Holmes?
A photograph of Montague Dunn and Reynold Hamish. Champagne. Montague Dunn had good taste.
Ada botol, ada minuman, ada
French
wine.
A remarkable vintage.
Okay.
What should we do next, Holmes?
No. Awas NPC dong. Oh. Nyebelin banget kalau udah ngalangin coy, demi dah. Nah, sosok kita ketemu cewek ya.
Locked.
Susah nanti kita ketemu cewek yang
There was a
pelajar
bottle here.
pelajar cewek.
It left behind a trace of the substance that pervaded the laboratory.
Nice drops.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around.
No, good
Gold
dust.
dust. Good heavens. What's it doing here?
The gold is almost immune to
Blah,
chemical
blah, blah,
attacks,
blah, blah,
so it
blah,
may be
blah,
a
blah.
valuable auxiliary
Blah,
for
blah,
various
blah, blah.
experiments.
But why would anyone perform such experiments in a botanical garden?
Dari tadi kayak ketemu kunci. Ribet-ribet gitu.
Several drops of the substance were spilled. Someone carried this bottle around. The bottle is no longer here, but it is possible to detect a faint scent. We need a good nose.
Examine.
A botany book. This student's book belongs to
Student
Albert. Locked.
Holmes, Albert Dunn didn't give us the key to this door.
It does not matter. We will open it.
Oke. Cerita kita ngebajak ya. Wah. Oke. Setelah habis sudah. Oh, nice. Switch L. Outlet. Oke, sabar. Ini gue bisa nih. Apa ya? Ini udah bener. Ini sudah bener ya. Ini wah, gua skip aja. Gua skip karena ini terlalu membuang waktu ya. Dah.
Open.
Halo, juga para kebab. Welcome back to the stream. Enjoy your life. Selamat siang.
The employee's cloakroom.
Terlalu buang.
Such masks are generally worn when dealing with toxic
Sepertinya tidak
chemicals.
untuk hari ini. Sorry banget. Karena gue sedang
Gloves,
mencoba
waterproof
menamatkan game
aprons,
ini ya.
everything one might need for self-protection.
Do they grow dangerous
Soalnya
plants here?
kalau ini nggak kelar-kelar coy. Gak ada mainin nggak kelar-kelar. Apa yang kelewat?
It appears as though the
Iya,
protective
iya.
equipment is missing from
Oh,
here.
ini yang dibakar. I see. Takutnya ada pocong, itu bukan pocong woi.
Albert's locker.
Itu masker doang,
Specialist
masker
articles
buat
on shipyards and ship
pelindung.
construction. Albert Dunn has a great passion for shipbuilding and the sea. Young Albert, standing with a woman in front of London University.
Okay,
A
nice.
rejection letter from the British Royal Naval College.
Wah, masih panjang sih kalau gini caranya, coy. Nah, eta badak banget misinya. Ini
Martin
pan-
Hamish's locker. A review on rare and exotic plants. Martin Hamish has written several pieces.
bakal jadi beberapa part lagi sih ini mah.
Martin Hamish studied chemistry. Interesting.
Misinya masih panjang. Pasti di belakang, ya kan?
Father and I. Kew Gardens.
Ini ruang rahasia. Ada
Miss
lagi
White's locker.
dong. Oh, ini ruangannya Miss White. Oke.
These
Perhiasan.
jewels.
Siapa yang mau perhiasan?
A vanity purse. It is of high quality.
Ada surat.
Apparently, Miss
Diploma,
White is a
okay.
capable student.
Dia sekolah diploma ya.
A draft of the letter that Miss White sent to her parents.
Ini belakangan juga. Ini.
Chemicals. A sufficient quantity for some serious experiments.
A phonograph used for voice recording. Remarkable.
Yes, this is quite a modern laboratory.
Martin Hamish's perception of plants.
Oh, oke.
The notion of communication in the plant world has long been considered marginal, yet I remain convinced that some plants do indeed transmit chemical signals in the event of attack.
A study report by Martin Hamish.
It seems clear from these multiple experiments that plants to respond to their environment and have formed.
Oke, bisa pas gitu.
Margaret White, February
Harus nomor
1895. Report number
Dapat 5.
245.
Study report.
Nice. Oh, anjir.
This is a table for experiments. It resembles my own.
Only this one is kept in good order, Holmes. What should we do next, Holmes?
Kloak. Wah, gue harus curiga sama tiga orang yang punya locker ini sih.
Locked.
Nice. Akhirnya kebuka ya.
A thesis written by Martin Hamish. A glasses case. It is empty. This area serves as Martin Hamish's office.
Martin Hamish.
An award presented to Martin Hamish
Lama
for
lagi.
Best Grower of the Year. A master's degree diploma. It belongs to Martin Hamish.
Oke. Bangga sekali diploma coy.
We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window.
Oke.
This poster is for an exhibition that Martin Hamish was directing, but it had nothing to do with Kew Gardens. This certificate belongs to Martin Hamish. He won a horticultural competition. We can see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room from this window. These young plants must be delicate if they are kept in the nursery.
Ini buset tuh dari kapan tahun masih aja nyiram coy. Itu tanamannya nggak hancur apa disiram mulu anjir. Ngen.
It is a bust of Montague Dunn.
Apa? Eksamen apa, Cok? Tek. Hah? Apanya? Hah? Kosong.
I am curious if the marble that we... Here it is. The marble fragment that we found in the Colonial Collection Room is what they have in common.
Masih ada banyak ternyata.
The seeds of plant species are stored here.
What should we do next, Holmes? What should we do next, Holmes?
Locked.
Wih,
Look, Holmes, this charming lady must be Miss White. She's entering the seed house.
ada orang tuh.
Open. From here, we are unable to see the interior of the Colonial Collection Room. Materials for college study. They belong to Albert.
Kita nyari barang sebanyak-banyaknya anjir.
These
Glove,
leather gloves
okay.
are new and of good quality. They do not appear to have been used. This place serves as Albert's office. A book about ships. Nothing at all to do with plants. This is one of the outlets of the ventilation system.
Oke. Ini ada orang baru, dia cuek aja ya. Gak peduli. Halo, Margaret. Terus ini gue tanya-tanyanya Margaret. Tadi nggak dikunci. Ini sudah.
Good day to you, miss. You have some very beautiful plants here.
Why, thank you, sir, and good day to you too. But
Oh, I do beg your pardon. My name is Dr. John
Pasti
Watson.
banyak yang pertanyaannya.
This is my good friend, Mr.
Kamu
Sherlock
udah
Holmes.
ngambil barang buktinya
I
udah
am
banyak tuh.
honored to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Margaret White. Excuse me, but are you Sherlock Holmes, the great detective?
Yes, I am he.
What a pleasure to see you here at Kew Gardens. Are you working on a case?
Dikit coy ternyata. Mencurigakan lu, Mbak. Iya kan. Terbuli ke Anda. Mencurigakan Anda ya. Jangan ini bapak lo ah. Jangan lu dendam sama bapak lo ya. Apa sih? apaan lagi sekarang anjing gua itu. Apa sih? Konyol. Okay.
Yes, a theft of plants that took place here a few days ago after their most recent exhibition.
Oh, yes, of course. I quite forgot about that.
The incident.
Oh, it's quite understandable that you might forget about the theft of the plants, miss, after the tragedy that took place here.
Yes. The director was a truly good man. It is such a terrible misfortune.
Would you happen to know why part of the colonial collection was cleared?
No, I have never been there.
Do you work here?
Part-time only. I am a biology student at the London University. I attend the same classes as the son of Mr. Montague Dunn.
Okay.
That is how I found my chance to work here for part of my thesis, you see. It is a great honor.
How well did you know Mr. Montague Dunn?
He was a master, a great leader. I saw him almost as a spiritual father.
He had an exceptional nature?
Oh yes, indeed. He was always so active and so optimistic, and very nice to me. Although he could behave harshly towards his son.
Why so?
He loved his son dearly and wanted the very best for him. It made him extremely demanding. Albert, who is naturally shy, suffered because of it.
The Divine Syndicate. Does that name mean anything to you, by any chance?
Not at all. But it is a very pretty name.
Most of the doors in Kew Gardens are locked. Do you have a key to this room?
Oh, yes. Albert gave me a set of duplicate keys. He agreed I might carry out my studies without disturbing him. It is only temporary.
Thank you, miss. None of the 3 people who work at Kew
Okay.
Gardens know why half of the colonial collection was cleared. So, someone is lying. It is obvious.
Poor Mr. Montague Dunn. It is so awful.
Ada yang berbohong tuh kayaknya. Oke, seperti sudah dulu sampai di sini, kita lanjut di tahun 2024. Oke, makasih yang udah nonton dari awal sampai akhir, makasih yang udah nonton baik langsung maupun di play, makasih yang udah like, komen secara bijak, dan boleh komen tentang gameplay gua dan tentang game ini. Makasih juga yang udah subscribe dan juga share videonya. Sampai jumpa di streaming selanjutnya. Adis perketek. See you in the next stream. Bye. Thank you all.